Guys, I've stopped here at this river. This is a river crossing the road, and I want to show you something while I am here. Okay, there's a lorry which has come to get sand from here. That lorry is getting some sand. Now over there, that is the lower side where this lorry is getting sand from. The other lorries go this way. But this is a dry riverbed. This is a dry riverbed, and I believe this is the Kipcherere River, and therefore when it rains, those sides of Cabernet Hills, Highlands, that's the Cabernet Highlands. Then there's the Laikipia Highlands. This is a river which is drains into the Lake Baringo, where we have come from. So when it rains up country and this river is dry like this, without any warning there are flash floods. Flash floods come, and all of a sudden this place is impassable. This depression here. So right now there are goats grazing around, and there's not much activity going on, but I wanted to show you how the dry riverbed looks like. But when it rains in the hills, this place becomes impassable. There is no where you can pass until the water subsides. Guys, I've reached Lake Bogoria National Reserve. That is the road which goes to the National Reserve, and then the lake. Here are the park rules. If you come here, you're going to pay at that office. That is their paying office. Then you go into the lake to see the water. I can see water from here. Over there is water. But when you come, you'll pay in this office, pay in that office, and I'm told it is 400 Kenya shillings, which is about $4. $4 for a resident, non-resident, I don't know. And then we have the car. You pay 500 shillings for the car, which is $5. So let's go somewhere we can see the water. Even there I can see the water, but I'll just come and pay and go in. Okay guys, I am at Lake Bogoria, but from the other side. The official route is that way up. There's a diversion. This used to be the old road, and the old road was drowned by the water, so there's no exit. So that is the Lake Bogoria. They are going that way. I'm told there are flamingos here, but I can't see any. I'm not seeing any flamingos, but all this was land. You can see those houses are submerged. Really, global warming is real. The lake is reclaiming land, and as you can see, that is the Lake Bogoria going that way. And it's really not a very good thing, because as the global warming takes effect, the water is reclaiming land in some places. All this place used to be land. People's houses are submerged. You can see them there. There are some submerged. The trees can tell you. It's a pathetic situation. So let me go back we'll plan another route another day. Look at where I'm passing. This one here used to be the road to Lake Bogoria, but it got submerged over there because of global warming. You can see even this used to be beach resorts. That building there used to be the gate to Lake Bogoria, but now it is closed. There's a detour to the other side. So generally things are happening here like that, but I'm sure we'll find a solution. Okay guys, from here over there, that is Lake Bogoria from a different place. We didn't go inside because they were repairing the road. The lake has actually reclaimed land and swallowed the road to Lake Bogoria, so they have done a divert, and that divert goes round to another place, and that was a rough road. I didn't want to risk and go there with my small car because I would get stuck. So next time we'll come and go to Lake Bogoria. But from here you can see that is Lake Bogoria over there. We were somewhere there, but now that is how it stretches all the way to that place. And across there, those are what they called Laikipia range of mountains. Going up the other side is Laikipia, and then Samburu. So I think we'll not be able to go far, because now this is actually the flow of the Rift Valley. As you can see, all this is the flow of the Rift Valley. Laikipia range, Lake Bogoria, Lake Baringo on the other side, and going that way towards Pokot until Lake Turkana. And when you go back this way, you'll go to Nakuru. You'll find Lake Nakuru, Lake Naivasha on that side. So that is how it is. We've been looking at the lakes. We'll go and look at Lake Nakuru and Lake Naivasha also. Hello guys, I've just arrived at the equator, and this is how it looks like. You are at the equator, 0-0. Now either you go up from the equator, you can move up towards the Tropic of Cancer, or you move south towards the Tropic of Capricorn, and this is 0 latitude. So here is the crossing sign. You're crossing the equator. That is where the equator passes through Africa, and you know Kenya is just there near the T. So this point is one of the points on this line. On this line here, this is the equator. So we are actually at this point here. That is where we are on this map. So you can actually cross the equator again at Maseno and at Nanyuki. That is where you can find the equator again, depending on where you're coming from. That is how the equator crosses Africa, and that is how equator crosses Kenya. So if you come along this Marigat Nakuru road at Mogotio, you'll find the equator, and that is where I am. So it's a good place to visit. There are even curio shops. You can buy curios, you can buy artifacts and other things. And that is Mogotio town that way. That is where I've come from, Marigat. And I've met a lady here who will explain to us some science here. We have some science that she has to explain here. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
What is your name, please?
My name is Anne Keter.
Okay.
You're highly welcome to the equator.
Thank you. I'm at the equator now.
Yes.
In the middle of the globe.
Yes,
The
center
earth.
of the earth.
Okay, center of the earth.
So I want to take you through a simple experiment about the equator.
Okay.
So as you understand, equator cuts the earth into two, the north and the southern hemisphere. Or equator is an imaginary line
Okay.
running from east to west at 0 degrees. Now from this position, this is east, this is west,
Okay.
north,
And
south.
south.
Then you should write down there is
Okay.
south.
Okay.
The other side N is
Then
north.
is north. Yeah.
And the white substance here
Is the
line.
equator.
Yes.
Okay.
So we move some few meters to the north.
Okay.
You see what will happen, and I will explain more about it.
Okay, let us go. Let us go. Ah, very interesting. Okay. I hope it is not magic.
Now we are at the northern part of
Okay.
the hemisphere.
Okay.
So with me I've got the barrel, a hole at the center,
Yeah.
a jug with water, and a light stick.
Okay. What is the work of the hole?
The use of the hole is to allow the rotation to take place,
Okay.
which is the centrifugal force.
Okay.
So I'll pour the water to the brim. I'll put the light stick at the center. You'll notice the movement which is clockwise.
Clockwise.
Yes, like a wall clock.
Oh yes. Oh yes. While this is now
At
the
the
north.
northern part goes in a clockwise direction. Now, examples given at the northern part of the hemisphere. Now, take the picture of the North Pole. Is the equator cuts the earth into two. The coiling plants like beans being planted at the north, it goes in a clockwise manner.
Okay.
The flushing of the toilet or the sink. Maybe after washing the utensils, you plug the lid to drain the water. When it goes clockwise, you're at the northern part.
Okay.
The cyclone's winds, the devil's dust wind, at the northern part, moves in a clockwise manner.
Okay.
The hair. People born at the northern part of the hemisphere, like Europe, Asia, if they comb their hair, it does not stand still.
Okay.
The length of the hair goes in a clockwise manner.
When they comb the hair.
Yeah, they comb the hair.
Allah.
So the experiment is called Coriolis effect.
Coriolis effect.
So these are simple apparatus, but when you have the machine, it's a GPS. There's no need of this.
Okay.
You come with it to measure the equator at 0 degrees, the altitude and the feet itself. But these are simple apparatus.
Oh.
Now, block my hand at the hole.
Okay.
Pour the water to the brim.
Okay.
Mwagia maji.
Okay.
Then I'll have to release my hand to allow the movement.
Okay.
Put the stick at the center.
Okay.
It's like a wall clock, eh?
Okay. Okay, it's moving clockwise.
Yes.
Okay.
So when it is clockwise at the north, what comes in your mind? Why is it clockwise?
Why is it clockwise?
Yes, what do you think?
You just said the centrifugal force.
Because the use of the hole is to allow the rotation to take place, which is the centrifugal force.
Okay.
There I come. Why is it clockwise at the northern part of the hemisphere? Do you have any idea?
Why it is no?
Why is it clockwise at the north?
Because then I think it's because the force is greater in the north.
You're
Almost there. Okay.
Tried it.
Okay.
It's magnetic fields
Oh, magnetic field.
and the deflection of winds.
Wow. Okay.
So what do I mean by saying deflection of winds? Look at the spear of the earth. There's North Pole and South Pole.
Okay.
So as the winds tend to move from the northern part of the hemisphere towards the equator, then from the southern part to the equator, at the equator line, which is at the 0 point,
Yes.
they deflect in a different direction.
Okay.
Whereby you have clockwise and
Oh, okay.
you go to the southern part,
Yes.
finish at the equator.
Okay, let's go there. This is very interesting. You know, these are things we take for granted. We think we know, but we don't.
People from far they come and see.
Okay.
And just imagine somebody living here.
Now we are in the southern hemisphere.
We are now at the southern hemisphere.
In the northern hemisphere, the rotation was clockwise.
Now we are at the southern hemisphere,
Okay.
which is the Tropic of Capricorn.
Wow.
and goes in a counterclockwise or anti-clockwise direction.
Okay.
So examples given at the northern part is opposite to the southern part of the hemisphere.
Okay.
You still remember?
Yes, I remember.
The coiling plants like beans.
Yes.
The flushing of the toilet or the sink.
Mm-hmm.
The cyclone swings or the devil's dust wind.
Okay.
And the hair.
And the
Being
hair.
at the southern part, it goes in an
Clockwise
anti-clockwise manner.
All right.
So how does the winds affect the equator? What is the impact?
The impact
Yeah.
of the winds on the equator, or the equator to the winds?
Of winds to the equator.
The winds would also move in that same.
Okay, let me just explain it.
Eh.
The cause of clockwise or anti-clockwise at the southern hemisphere is the magnetic fields and deflection of winds.
Okay.
So being at that moment, on that motion, how does the winds affect the equator, the line at the equator? How does the winds, it goes clockwise or anti-clockwise? What is the impact?
The impact, as in, I'm not getting your question. In the northern or southern hemisphere?
At the equator.
At the equator.
What is the impact of the winds?
I think the winds are drawn. This one is going anti-clockwise.
Yes.
And that one is going clockwise.
Yeah.
They are being drawn to the equator.
Yeah, you've tried.
Yeah.
Let me just explain
Okay.
in a different way so that you can understand.
Okay.
So the sun is at the Tropic of Cancer,
Yes.
which is at the North Pole,
Yes.
in 23rd of June.
Okay.
The sun is at the equator in March and September.
Okay.
The sun is at the Tropic of Capricorn, which is at the Southern Hemisphere, in December 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
So when the sun is over the known at the equator,
Yes.
which is in March 21st, 23rd of September, it's too hot
It's too hot.
along the equator.
And it becomes a low pressure
Here
zone.
we experience equinox on 20th of March.
Okay.
So there are warm winds from the north, which comes towards the line. So because of that warm currents,
Yes.
we have vegetation because of that humidity. Yeah?
Oh.
That's why in school we are taught of windward side and leeward side.
Okay.
So there's vegetation and the issue of climatical change comes in.
All right.
So it has some impacts to us. Because
Okay.
of that warm current, we have some rain.
Okay.
So those equatorial rains because of that warm currents.
Okay.
Any question?
Yeah, only one question.
Yes.
Are you a teacher?
I'm a business lady. My shop is there at the corner.
Have you ever been in class?
Yes.
How did you get to
I finished
know?
my O level.
How did you get to know all this? Is it from what you
I
learned
like
in
reading,
Okay.
and I was a good student in geography.
We have
I've been attending many workshops. I
Okay.
like imparting more knowledge.
Thank you so
myself.
much. I think I like your explanation. I took it for granted that I knew, but I don't know.
We finished at the line at the equator. The experiment.
Okay.
Yes, we did it.
Okay.
I'm a mother.
Hey, that is nice. That is nice. But you are very interesting. I think people will watch
even in the evening, I like also doing some work of school with my children.
Very good. They are very lucky to have you. So what we want to see what will happen here at the equator.
Yes, I want you to see for yourself.
Okay.
The difference between the north and the south.
And how long have you been doing this?
It's almost, I've been here almost 10 years.
Okay. So now we want to see what happens at the equator itself.
You see the difference between the north and the south. The wind, the small wind.
Yeah. But it's not going either clockwise or anti-clockwise. Looks like it is hanging on there.
Yes.
In the middle, you can see.
Yes.
And that is at the equator, this line. That was the south. Okay.
Neither goes clockwise or anti-clockwise at the line at the equator. But when you have the machine, it should read 0 degrees. It's called Coriolis effect.
Coriolis effect.
So that's the end of the experiment about the equator.
Thank you so much. I appreciate.
Yes.
I think I like what you are doing, and I will send people to come and see you.
Wow.
Thank
more
you.
Visitors.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, yeah?
Okay, thanks. You have here. Okay, we have come to this lady's shop, and you can see there are nice shirts here. Then there are other artifacts. This is her shop. She told me she's a mother and she has to take care of her children by selling this stuff.
Okay, here with me, I've got the Equator globe.
Okay.
This is what we make ourselves here. We buy this, it's made of soapstone.
Okay.
We buy them when they are plain white.
Okay.
Then I do the drawing, the painting myself.
All right.
It has the fit with the altitude of the equator.
Okay.
You can put in your house, in the office.
This is your work?
Yes.
Wow.
It's a nice souvenir about the equator.
Okay.
There along is the dye.
Okay, you do it right
Yes,
here.
you do it
This
right.
is the dye you use.
We use them with meditated spirit.
And where did you learn this? Because all this.
Oh, I make it myself.
Wow.
Always. Okay, I'm an IT in accounts.
Okay.
But do that I was married here.
Yeah.
And I went for many interviews for job, but I didn't get it.
Okay.
So I decided to do business.
Guys, happiness is free, as this lady has proved.
Yes,
You just
yes.
make your happiness yourself,
Yes.
and it is free. So there are things here. How much do you sell this?
Okay, for local price is 300.
300.
For
And the
this-
globe?
The globe is 200. The holder 300. Together 500.
Okay.
That is local price.
And is this a different globe, or this is just?
This is a globe
Okay.
with an egg shape
Okay.
with a pot.
Wow.
So some like with a
Yeah,
pot,
it
some
is.
like with their too.
Yeah, I can see you also have animals.
These are wood carvings. These are Kamba community do this.
Okay,
You buy
then
from
you
them.
buy from them.
You buy from them.
Okay.
This you can use it to serve fruits.
Mhm.
You can put cereals,
Fruits, yeah.
serviette at the table. This for the kitchen.
Okay.
You can use it at home.
Uh-huh.
This is a fridge magnet you stick on a metallic thing with a big
It
5.
sticks
Yes, just
Wow.
here.
with the big 5.
Yes.
Oh, you have some magnets here.
Yeah, you put this one.
Okay, it looks nice.
Like for the small ones,
Okay.
see this magnet with equator mogotio.
Okay.
This giraffe, elephant,
There is also a Masai rungu.
Masai, this is rungu.
All right.
The
Let's-
beadwork also I make them.
Oh, beadwork you also do.
I'm doing some beadworking there.
You're actually a jack of all trades.
So someone who gave me the work
Uh-huh.
to make a beadwork with this.
Oh,
So I was making this, then
Wow.
using the loom. I was
okay.
sitting there.
Yeah, I was told you were seated there. May I just
So-
specifically ask for you?
So this one goes this way.
Okay.
I want to do some bead making
Okay.
to make this to be beautiful using the beads.
Okay.
So someone gave me
Their bag.
so that I can make them.
That is great. Very good.
Even this I make myself.
Aha, earrings.
I make it myself.
Now I want to promote you. I don't want to leave you just like that, because you have been very kind and showed me very nice explanations out there.
Yes.
I'll take this globe,
I appreciate
one of the globes,
Yes.
and then I'm going to come back.
Yeah, I really appreciate. I'm also a gender-based violence champion.
Wow,
I teach people in the village.
you are
I
a
work
jack of
with-
all trades.
I work with the duty bearers, the
Okay,
chiefs.
okay.
So I also teach people to know their rights.
Have
also,
you-
I'm against female circumcision in our
Oh,
community.
okay.
So I work also with advocacy
Mm,
and sustainable development
okay.
with a NGO called Dandelion.
Then okay, then
Yes.
Lion Africa. That is great. And do you have a website maybe?
I have a Gmail.
Oh, you have a Gmail.
Yes.
What is your Gmail? Maybe just say it here.
My Gmail is okay. My name here is
Ann
Ann
Keter.
Keter. So when you come back to my Gmail,
Yeah.
you just write a small a Ann with my linguistic name is Jepkohej.
Okay.
So you just there's no spacing. You
Ann
say Ann
Jepkohej
Keter in
Keter.
one line
That is your Gmail.
at gmail.com.
Okay, that is great. I think people will come and support you. I'm sure people will come when they see this. Me, I'm a YouTuber.
Wow.
I do YouTube.
Yes.
I'm actually, my name is Ask JP. That is my
You have a
handle.
card? You have a card?
No card, but you can just, it's simple. Ask like Uliza. Ask _ JP
Wow.
on YouTube. You'll find me.
I'll do that.
So I'll take this one.
Yes.
And let me see. What else? What else? How much is this?
It's banana fiber. Local price.
Mm,
Local price 600.
600.
Yes.
I'll take this, the globe. I think you put them aside. I think the globes are the same.
Yeah, the same. It's only the color. Sometimes
This one you
idea
said
like
is for fruits or what?
fruits. You can even put serviette on the table.
Okay.
Yeah. And your dear wife did something for him. You had value to love.
How much is this?
It's good also to
And then
remember.
she'll watch.
It's good to remember someone.
She'll watch, and now I have no choice but to buy for her.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Your
Just
an
something like-
advocacy. Your advocacy has worked. I think I'll buy her something. Let's see. What are these? These are wall hangings or what are they?
Yeah, just
Oh, for the
fridge
fridge.
magnet.
I think I'll buy her for the fridge. Something for the fridge.
Okay, maybe you choose something you like. It's up on you. Can't push you. Just look.
Okay.
I
Let's
remember a
see.
lady like me.
You got me there. I'll take this giraffe then for her fridge. Can get a zebra, lion. They're all going to her fridge. So this is for her. Which other animal have I not taken?
There's this elephant. You've taken it?
No.
There's an elephant somewhere.
This one. This is an elephant. How much is each?
Just give it for 200 each.
Then I need 5.
Muzungu is, I do sell
Give
it
me.
one for 500.
Yeah, Muzungu is rich. We are Africans. We are not as rich.
Yes. Okay, just, it is a bracelet. It's 100 shilling.
Okay. Okay, then
Where's the other one?
which one are you looking for?
Okay, I'm just looking. This is Equator.
Mhm.
About your fridge magnet. I'm looking for Masai. Masai fridge magnet. Yeah.
Oh, this is Masai fridge magnet. Okay, how many are these? 2, 3, 4, 5.
Depends
Okay.
the-
I wanted 5.
Wanted
So I'll
five.
take this.
Yes.
I'll take this 5. I'll take this and this.
Wow.
Isn't that good promotion?
Oh, thank you so
I wish I could get a shirt, but that will be for next time. Okay, guys, I've just been given a present by Anne. This one here, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful hanging birds.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Anne. I really appreciate.
Okay, let me just pack it for you.
Okay,
So
thanks.
I want to, you tie this way.
Okay. Oh, that is how it is tied.
So when you finish, you reach home.
Yeah.
You untie the way.
Oh, yes, yes.
So that.
Just the reverse.
Yes.
Thank you, Anne. I really appreciate.
I bless you with this.
It is God who sent me here, because me, I was just passing, thinking of home. Thank you so
I
much.
appreciate also you've blessed me.
Thank you so
My
much.
children will get something to buy food for them.
Wow, that is good.
And I also, you can see even my shop is not many stock.
I know, but you know, it is not the amount of things you have.
Yes.
It is what is in your heart. You are a very good-hearted person, and I appreciate that. And
You
may
know-
God bless you.
I could have even gone for farm in education,
Okay.
but when I lost my parents,
Okay.
so I had to stay with relatives.
Okay.
So they cannot be like your mother.
I know.
So you pass many difficulties when you are living with relatives.
Yeah.
You can even be unakuwa misused.
I know.
But it's good, I thank God for
Okay.
the far much He has taken.
Yeah, indeed. God is faithful.